Hey, what's up, guys? I hope you're doing fantastic. Welcome into Jamie's Drum School. So I want to talk a little bit about the four-stage practice method. This method I got off of Mike Johnson out in California. Phenomenal teacher. So he broke down this lesson base where we could structure our lessons on four stages and also practice and get every single area of our body comfortable with the drums in every aspect. So we start with stage one. Stage one is a warm-up. A warm-up meaning we're going to play rudiments, or we're going to play speed exercises, or foot control, something that we already know how to play, but we want to get faster and better and cleaner at it. So we're not learning any new material, we're just taking what we know and we're trying to get faster and better at it. Then we move on to stage two. Stage two is a creative. Now, when we say creative, we don't mean just being artsy and flinging our arms around and seeing what we can come up with. We're actually going to structure this where we take a pattern and put limitations on it, and we're going to explore that pattern and see how far down the rabbit hole we can get with it. I believe it's very, very important to take your ideas and practice them creatively, because we can learn stuff in a book and we can learn these fancy fills and all these cool licks, but if we don't apply them and speak with them, then they never stick with us and we never can have a conversation with it. It's kind of like learning a new language. Let's say we're learning Spanish and we learned how to spell it, we learned how to pronounce it and all those things, but if we don't use it and talk with it, we can't speak. We can't naturally flow and make it feel good like it's a part of our language. So that's what we do with stage two. We just take some drum fills and we figure out how to be creative with it and create your own voice, because I give you the tools, but it's up to you to find your voice and explore your ideas. Stage three is a main focus. The main focus is new material. This is stuff that we never learned before, stuff that we're struggling with, maybe some independent stuff, brand new grooves, brand new fills, brand new material, so that we can speak with this. So this is stuff that we take our time with, we take it slow, and we hash it out bit by bit. Now there's a theory that the brain only can receive new information for 25 minutes. After 25 minutes, you go backwards and you don't retain anything. That's why, I don't know if you've ever practiced something or worked on something where you just feel like you're not getting anywhere and you can't get it. And then you step away from it and you come back a day or two later and all of a sudden, magically, we can play this. So that what happens is the brain needs to reset. After working on something, you're doing something so many different ways that your brain doesn't know what to remember, because the muscle memory is just the myelin in your brain, and all it does is remember repetition. It doesn't know right from wrong. It just knows, what are you doing the most of? Maybe we should store this in our file cabinet. So it's good to take things slowly and play one note at a time, care about the space, and yeah, that 25-minute mark, I wouldn't practice this more than 25 minutes. Take a break, and then you can come back to it. And then our last stage is stage four. This is musical application. This is one of the most important stages, I believe, because we need to take our ideas and be able to play it to other music, to other people, and have conversations with other instruments. So here at the school, we have a project that we do. We work on two types of songs. First, we'll work on a song that has drums already in it and written to it, and we have to compose it and break it down and figure out what those drums are doing and play note for note what the drums were doing when they wrote it. And then we'll perform that and we'll videotape it and make a music video for you. Now, I do post the music videos on YouTube. I have a playlist for all my students, but you could opt out of that and we can just make it private so that only you can view it. But I think it's important that you watch back and listen to what you've performed so that you can improve and hear how you sound on the other side. The second song will be a song without drums. You'll never hear the drums. And you have to come up with a groove and a structure that sounds good for the song in your style. So I think that's extremely important too, because it helps us think about what's happening, listening to the bass line, listening to what the keyboards are doing, listen how the vocals are flowing dynamically, and see if we can match that with our style and our knowledge on this instrument. So those are the 4 stages, and I like to structure my lessons around that so that we can accomplish 4 different areas of this craft all in a half an hour. I also like to practice this way. I noticed that when I was growing up, that it's very complicated we sit down and all of a sudden we start playing something complicated, and then we get distracted and we start playing other things, and all of a sudden 45 minutes to an hour rolls by and we're sitting here noodling around, and which is cool because you're exploring things, but we're not really working on new material or advancing on the hard stuff. The hard stuff is good because if it challenges us, that means we need to learn it. That means we're gaining progress. And just imagine what you're going to gain. The harder it is, the more you're going to gain on the other side of it. It's kind of exciting. So I like to structure my practice around this, and I put a timer on and I time each stage so that I know how long I've been doing it. And then I get a full half an hour and I get so much accomplished in 30 minutes. So that's the 4 stages. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, go to the contact page and send me a message and I'll be happy to get back to you. All right guys, stay safe and happy, and I hope to talk to you soon.